This is a hyperopic ortho-K case, and the patient's not getting the visual results we were hoping for. We've had two lens designs, and actually the initial design seems like it was working better than the second design. I believe the post-row refraction after the first lens was about Plano minus 75, and then with the second lens, it's as if we're really not getting any treatment. The topographies show there's pretty good change to the cornea, but refractively, the full manifest refraction is still coming through. I don't know if maybe the patient was just having a bad day, or maybe the hyperopia has progressed. In either case, the second lens isn't working. And the changes we had made were to increase the OZ, and then also to try to tighten up the periphery a little bit. So one of those is most likely the culprit. I don't think increasing demand is the culprit. In fact, I would probably increase demand even more on the next lens. And then incidentally, now that we have wave 8.1, if we go to the freeform design, we can also see that maybe this lens isn't fitting as well as we want it to. Again, I'm kind of new to wave 8.1, and so I'm not totally sure that this is a very accurate representation. Could be some artifact in there, but if we go by the visuals, this lens really isn't fitting the way that we kind of want it to in a G-SIM. So two choices are one is to redesign in freeform, the other is to leave it in G-SIM and increase demand, and I would probably make some changes out in the periphery too. Either way would good. If it were me, I'd probably, and if I had planned on reordering lenses for both eyes, I would probably redesign one in freeform and then leave the other one in G-SIM just to see what happens. Of course, doing that does start to get expensive sooner rather than later. So as far as a redesign goes, if we wanted to go freeform, I would probably use the initial 4.5 and 5.0 on this side. We would have to go through and kind of do it from scratch, hyperoptic. I'm just going to try to duplicate most of your settings. And I would go for a target of about 2.1 since we're still under corrected. We're going to do freeform, and we're going to add prism. And we're going to add our asphericity and turn off the blending. So let that run. And now it looks like we've got a lens that's much better aligned. I think in this case it is okay to get a little bit more lift in the periphery, and that's just to make sure we get a good seal off at the back edge of the OZ. Hopefully the redesign in freeform will help us maintain really good centration, and so we can lift the edge without worrying about the lens going off center too much. Keeping it as a G-SIM lens, what I would, you know what else I would do is pop this power up a little bit more. Make sure it's pretty uniform. Okay. Keeping it as a GSIM lens, I think I would probably lift the periphery. Of the two, we enlarged the OZ and also we brought the periphery down. My guess is lifting this will help. Again, seal a little bit better. With a optic zone that's too large, sometimes what we see is we get molding, except at the apex where we have the most clearance. And if that's the case, then I would decrease the OZ again, but I didn't really see that in the posterior topographies. So I would lift until about halfway to the 20 micron, and then also increase the demand on this side to at least a 2.1. And then just double check our meridian. Might be able to get closer on this side. No, I think I'll leave it. So these are two potential designs that I think we could try. And hopefully both of them will kind of get your patient closer to target. But those are my thoughts, and hope this helps. Best of luck. Thanks for watching.